the Fresno Focus Radio Hour. This is the No Focus Radio Hour. Comedy and insight from the greatest minds in Fresno. A Lightomine Media production. That's right, this is the No Focus Radio Hour, the #1 independent podcast in the Central Valley. Thank you for listening, and thank you for telling a friend. The No Focus Radio Hour is available anywhere podcasts can be found. That's including YouTube and your home smart speakers. Remember to subscribe and please leave a review. That helps others discover our show. While you are reviewing, keep in mind that 5 stars is the correct number of stars. If you enjoy our show, please share it with a friend. But if you hate it, share it with your enemies. Check out our site, nofocusradio.com. There you can get exclusive content, and you can vote on Don's polls. Find us on social media. Our handle is at nofocusradio. You can find the rest of our shows at lightominemedia.com.
Now, wait, are we singing?
I don't know. We're not yet. It's tough. That's right.
Okay.
This is the No Focus Radio Hour, the #1 independent podcast in the Central Valley. It's made for those who live in the Central Valley. It's made for those who miss the Central Valley, those who long to live in the Central Valley, and for those who
are so old they remember back when the Fresno Bee was an afternoon newspaper.
Whoa, is that a thing?
That is a thing. I used to be a paper boy, and we'd deliver it in the afternoon. It was great. Then they switched us to mornings, and it was horrible.
Ooh.
Wow, afternoon newspaper.
Yeah. Afternoon.
We have
It was an actual newspaper, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, back when you remember that the Fresno Bee was a newspaper.
Actual news.
We have our beautiful cast of characters. You know him as the doorman, Mr. Eric.
Hey, Fresno! You know, I'm confused about the singing. We got to talk about this.
I know. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need to sing.
Well, Marty Stu brought up a very good point, and we'll talk about it. Go ahead and finish the introductions. We'll talk about it real quick.
We also have with us Mr. Stu Pedasso.
Hey, I'm so excited to be back, Apparently I was acquitted, so hey, it's all good.
You're back. That's fantastic.
We heard you, we heard you pass out at Uncle Buddy's. We didn't know why, and there was something going on.
It's a long, sordid story, but hey, I wasn't convicted, so hey.
Speaking of Uncle Buddy's,
yeah,
I'm eating right here. Uncle Buddy's delivery.
Oh, nice.
That's right, and the man behind the keyboard who is
Mr. Uncle Buddy himself. Oh, gosh, my mouth is full of Uncle Buddy's.
But Max was gracious to us. He ordered us Uncle Buddy's to go, which is a new thing, apparently. They have their own delivery service. They come dressed as a panda bear.
They bring it on a BMX bike or a a skateboard, I think, right?
Yeah, I saw that. A panda bear
is that it?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It was. I think this guy had a BMX bike that said "rad" on it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we got some Uncle Buddies.
So it's Johnny Knobs.
That's right. They call me Johnny Knobs.
Why
because,
do they do that?
Because I control the volume. You guys might also know me as Max DeBoss. That's my other name.
That's your alias.
It's my, I forget, though. Is Buddies Buddys?
Yeah, because it's his.
It's his, right?
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
talked about this.
I forgot what it was. Yeah,
captive there one time.
Yeah,
apparently, if you don't pay your bill, they don't let you go.
Oh, is that what
true?
happened?
Yes.
Oh.
In a back room, it was horrible. I had nowhere to go to the bathroom.
What were you stuck watching? Like Golden Girls, La Lupa Golden Girls, or
it was Good Times.
Oh, Good Times.
Jimmy J.J. Walker, Dynamite. Yeah.
Did you know there was a song? Dynamite, a song right now.
Yeah.
I was coming in today, and I was listening to Casey Kasem. You know he's still alive.
No, is he really?
No,
I
guess
think
his
they
family
just froze his head or something.
No, his family's just milking his old shows, and they're throwing them back up on the radio. But if you listen to I think it's KJOL, what is it, 105.5 locally here, they replay Casey Kasem's Top 40.
Really?
Casey Kasem's Top 40. Yeah, so they replay it. And today, it's so funny you mention that, because today they're playing a song that's Dynamite, and then they had like these girls, this chorus in the background. Dynamite,
that's an old song.
You know, so it's funny, in the 70s, they would take a phrase and make a whole song out of it. You know, it's not like today where they loop it like rapping and stuff. No, it didn't really do that. They would take a whole phrase and then they'd have just a whole original song.
Yeah, in fact, Jimmy J.J. Walker, who was in that Good Times, he's been trying to make a comeback with social media, but he's just not doing it.
It's not happening.
You'll see him every so often, but it's just he's just not doesn't have that charisma.
When we had guest Ray Appleton on, which you guys should check out, that was a great show.
It was one of our favorite episodes.
Can't remember the episode
I have
number.
it on loop in my room all the time.
But he had a comedy club called Screwballs here in Fresno, downtown. And Jimmy J.J. Walker was a regular comedian that came through there.
Really?
Ray knows him.
I never got to
knows
see
everybody.
him. Yeah, I never got to see him, but I've heard him on his show before. He's pretty funny.
Interesting.
So, before we get on, I know we're on a real tight schedule here, but okay, did we get any votes on this singing thing? Because here's the deal. Marty, Stu and I were talking. It's going to sound like there's two people over here. Yeah. Marty and Stu and I, three people. We were talking about this, and he said he likes the singing.
I like it because it's a great intro for me because it gets me excited and gets me going. I would listen to it the other night when you guys didn't sing, and it sounded really kind of like the intro is kind of, I don't know.
Kind of flat.
Yeah.
And also, I like it because it sets the bar so low for our show that we could only go up from there.
That's pretty good, actually. It's pretty smart. My only worry was my original worry was that, that if people are just listening for the first time, they don't know that we're kind of joking around, then they might be a little bit...
it's cringy.
Turned off.
Cringy, right?
It's totally cringy, but it's just like, it's like, what the heck? Kind of like makes them wonder, where is this going to go? Could it go any lower than this?
Well, do you think that maybe it's just you're not used to the non-singing? Like if you listen to enough shows without the singing, you'd just be used to it and it wouldn't be a thing anymore?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Let's go review the polls.
Ooh.
I know Don's not here, but...
We need...
Don's not here, but we got...
Don's not here.
But we got his poll.
Where is Don?
We don't know.
Where'd he go?
We got his poll.
Can't find his poll. There's his poll.
Don.
Oh, I found that poll. How many polls? Don's poll. Donna grabbed your poll. Okay.
That's not cringy at all. No, that has to stay in.
Edit. No, dude.
Okay, so the votes are in. The votes are in.
And really? People voted?
The votes are in.
We actually had people vote?
We had votes on the should the crew keep the intro singing.
Uh-oh. I'm kind of nervous.
The two options were keep on singing, you sound so good, or please stop.
Okay.
And the winner is keep on singing, you sound so good.
How many people voted?
Enough.
Okay. I like that. Good.
One?
Yeah, we can sing.
Enough. Yeah. So I think we're going to keep on singing. The thing is, now we're going to hire a vocal coach and we're going to get like real singing. Real singing.
Oh, boy. Maybe we should hire a choir. Can we get a choir in here to maybe do it before?
Yeah.
Like a professional, or just backup
idea.
singers, professional singers.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
You could probably do that. Get on like Fiverr.com and ask. Actually, that's a really fun idea.
Yeah.
I should go online, ask for some backup singers to do a background.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And send it in. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get right into this. We got a big show ahead of us.
Dive in.
Big show. It's a big story here. And the reason this is such a big story is because this is how I'm going to make my next $5 million. A Missouri woman was awarded $5.2 million.
That's a lot of money.
In a settlement from insurance company Geico. After she...
Was she decapitated?
Right, you would think.
What, did she lose an arm?
No, I'll tell you what happened. She
Horrible accident.
Contracted an STD from her partner...
Sudden tuberculosis disease?
In his vehicle, and that vehicle was insured by the company.
So they were in their car having sexy time, and she caught a sexually transmitted disease.
Yes.
Does it say which one?
It doesn't.
Oh, man.
No, it's wrong. It does. It says the woman, a Jackson County resident, contracted HPV from her own partner.
HPV?
She probably had that before.
In the car. And it says the woman, anonymously identified, submitted a petition to Geico directly. She alleged that her sexual partner negligently caused or contributed to the cause to be infected with HPV by not taking proper precautions and neglecting to inform her of his diagnosis.
But she engaged in this activity, so she had an assumption of risk.
I
could be a lawyer.
According to court documents, quote, his insurance policy provides coverage for injuries within the car. She made a final settlement offer of $1 million to resolve her claims. However, Geico denied coverage and said, "Heck no, that's insane. Like, I'm not going to give you $1 million for this."
You're getting busy,
right? But then it went to court.
It's too commonsensical.
And it went to an arbitrator who determined that, quote, there was sexual activity in an insured automobile that directly caused or directly contributed to a cause. Long story short, she got $5.2 million.
And the sad thing is, this is going to affect us all because our rates are going to go up because this woman caught an STD in her car.
Well, you know, rates are going to skyrocket because now that is a court precedent.
Yeah.
And now they're going to have to, I mean.
So now if I knock someone up, hey, the Geico there is having to pay my child support for me.
I mean, essentially this
that's
means
a good one.
that anything that happens in a car, you have to get paid for. So all I'm saying here is, if anybody wants to give me an STD, I got full coverage.
Well,
so come on in, and we'll split the
I'm
the
clean
winnings
right now.
Here's the problem. Does I mean, how do you prove though how do you prove that you did contract it there, and
they didn't. It just says directly caused and quote or
contributed. See, that doesn't make to me, but that I don't know why the judge would rule that way because there's no way.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's no way.
Because if you go to a baseball game and get hit with a baseball or a broken bat, you can't sue because it's an assumption of risk. You knew that could
exactly.
happen. Yeah. This woman had unprotected sex in the car. She assumed the risk that this could happen, but she did it anyways. The car is not liable for anything, but hey, that's just.
I don't know if I was.
I'm a reasonable person.
Yeah, if I was Geico, I'd be taking this to the Supreme Court.
It went to the Court of Appeals in Missouri, and they are the ones.
Okay, in Missouri, enough said. Yeah,
but yeah, you're right.
Actually, my brother's a lawyer in Missouri, so he might have handled that.
Really?
No way.
There's only like 40 people in Missouri, so the chances are pretty good.
Yeah, my brother's one of them, and he's a lawyer. So hey.
I hope it wasn't his. Is he married?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say I hope it wasn't his car.
No, it wasn't him. No, his wife.
Well, there's only 40 people. I mean, that's pretty limited.
This Pop-Tart sausage sandwich that I got going on here, Uncle Buddy's, amazing.
Okay.
Delicioso.
So, what color hair does Uncle Buddy have? I think it's red because I got a little something extra.
Oh, red hair. So, like, what's funny is it sounds gross, like a Pop-Tart, sandwich with sausage, gross. But if you think about it, you get a little maple syrup on your sausage, delicious.
Yeah.
I went ahead and did the brown sugar maple Pop-Tarts with the sausage in the center. It's delicious. Like a freaking, they're geniuses.
Before I came here, I stopped off there because he had a commercial for us. So I stopped off, got the commercial. He gave me these eggs with sausage with syrup on it. He poured syrup on it. It's fantastic. He put syrup on anything. It's great.
Isn't that how we got you out? That's how we were able to afford your bail. We have to play his commercials, right?
Yeah, that was one
free
of the
of
reasons.
charge.
Plus, I had a hard time getting here because everyone's having a yard sale today.
We have to play play the commercial for Stu's Freedom.
Yes.
And that'll pay my bill, apparently.
Save Stu.
So I don't know. Are we done with this? Or I mean, ultimately, I don't know if there's anything else to say. It's really, I think this is a bad ruling. It's sad, just like he's. I mean, Stu brought up a great point. There's no way that you could prove that you've got it in this car.
No, it's insane.
It's just a bad ruling. I don't believe they got away with that. But it's Missouri. So here.
But let's say the woman. But the mistake in that story was you said. I think it said that the woman got $5.2 million.
Yeah.
I think the lawyers got $5 million, and she maybe got the $0.2.
That's a good point. Great lawyers, though.
Yeah.
Great lawyers. How are those gas prices treating you guys?
Rough, very rough.
Hey, I'm just happy to pay my fair share to make sure the industrial military complex is working smoothly.
And also that Russia has more money to fight Ukraine because Ukraine's kicking their ass.
Right.
Are they?
The truth is, though,
a small little country.
Or are we kicking their butt? Is it our weapons? Are we kicking their butt?
The truth is, though, gas prices have nothing to do with Ukraine and Russia, if we're being honest here.
This is Putin's price. Listen, Biden told us it's Putin's price hike.
True.
You have to believe
that's true.
The guy who can't even pull his pants up
half the time.
You have to believe the guy who can't even pull his pants up after the rest.
Because it really has nothing to do with it. Because the truth is, our gas prices were some of the lowest they had been in like 20 years. In about 2019, 2018.
Who was president?
2020.
Different administration.
It was the guy with the orange.
There was some guy, and he was on
TV, right? He has bad hair.
I can't remember.
About The Apprentice?
Yeah.
Me. Yeah.
It was the Apprentice guy, right?
Yeah, the Apprentice guy.
So at that point, we had the lowest prices in a really long time.
Yeah.
And we were getting zero oil from any country.
We were independent.
So
Energy
this
independent.
idea that our prices are high because of something that's going on elsewhere is actually bogus. I mean, well, it is true, but it doesn't have to be true.
Of course.
Because we had super low prices and we were selling oil. So
Yes.
I just can't, I keep on hearing this stuff about like, you know, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of COVID, it's because of supply chain.
It's almost like we need to make America great again.
Well,
What?
I can't believe you just. Are we gonna have to?
What?
We're gonna have to,
Is
we're gonna have to
America
flag
not
that.
great?
We're gonna have to flag that. You can't be pro-America on the show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Comrade.
It's like, hey, you know the banks
Hold
are
your
closed for
tongue, comrade.
Juneteenth, right?
What was that?
Banks and the mail are not coming on Juneteenth.
That's true.
It's beautiful because we're all so inclusive. Eventually, we'll be so inclusive the banks will never be open.
Oh,
we'll
well-
never get mail.
Well, that is true though. Banks are gonna be shutting down here pretty soon. There's no way they're gonna survive.
The Postal Service probably won't be able to afford gas anyway pretty soon. So
I know.
that's another reason we won't get mail.
Like tow truck drivers.
Okay.
So I'll park.
Well,
anywhere.
actually, let's go. I'm gonna go on a tangent. Sorry.
Going back,
Tangent away.
but going back to what you're saying, yes. I mean, the story we're being fed about why gas prices are high is completely bogus.
It's bogus.
It's bogus. There's no
Right.
way. There's no way. I mean, we were energy independent, and now we're not. That's
Right.
pretty simple. They made us non-energy independent on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was there? Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm gonna stop on the tangent. I'm gonna continue.
No, go ahead. Let's go.
You got
Well,
your
my
soapbox
tangent
out.
was-
Let's go.
So you guys heard about the Postal Service
Going postal, yeah.
car deal, right? Their whole deal for the trucks.
No.
So I'm gonna find the exact story here. Postal Service. Here we go.
Are they all electric?
Well, this is what happened. The Postal Service they needed new cars, right? So they have, they need to replace their cars because they're getting crazy. So they awarded their multi-billion contract to a company called Oshkosh Corporation.
Oshkosh bagosh.
And Oshkosh Corporation
make
makes commercial vehicles for commercial and military applications. That's what they do. And they designed this amazing car called the NGDV, the Next Generation Delivery Vehicle.
Okay.
Has a big turret on it with a cannon.
Yeah, well,
machine
it's
guns.
got, unlike modern current USPS cars, this one actually has air conditioning, emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera, right?
Holy smokes.
Really great. It's a 4-cylinder, right?
That's what you need.
And the old cars that we used to have were getting about 8.6 miles per gallon.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's
Are
terrible.
you serious?
Yeah, because they're really old. Keep in mind, the
You
old
mean
ones,
like the little mail trucks?
little mail
Little-
trucks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Those
they get
are-
really bad
Oh my
gas mileage. So these new ones get 14 miles per gallon.
That's it?
That's it. However, if
On
you
a
think
4-cylinder. What are they hauling? Elephants?
so,
Yeah, exactly.
the issue here is why do they get bad gas
Gas.
mileage? Right.
First off, why aren't they electric?
Well, now you're
Because,
getting
hey,
there.
your mail didn't come
Okay,
because
I'm
the car
getting
didn't
close.
charge.
I'm
You're
getting
getting close.
Okay,
so
so go
the
ahead.
problem is they can't be electric because mail trucks drive really too much to be, and you have millions of mail trucks on the road.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to charge them all. They'd have to significantly upgrade the power grid for every post office. You know how many have you been driven past the post office?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
There's
There's
tons
like
of them.
400 cars out there.
Why is there not a charging station in every neighborhood, though?
Right. Just put one in every neighborhood.
Put one in every neighborhood. That's
Throw up
solved.
a couple solar panels.
And then
that'd be
when
great.
you plug in,
Yeah.
you just put a whole bunch of every night, all those postal service cars to plug in.
Okay, I'll tell you the solution, but go ahead.
So here's the issue: they signed this new contract because the thing is they're safer, and the big thing is why they get bad gas mileage. That's what I'm getting
Okay.
there, because these cars are workhorses, right? They will last for like 50 years, so they're heavy. These mail trucks are small but really heavy, so that's why they get bad gas mileage. Really heavy.
I'll tell you the flaw with that.
And here's the other thing. They're rating those gas mileage on the way they drive. They're stopping, starting,
Stop and go.
starting,
Yeah,
stopping,
yeah.
starting. So, right?
Well,
So-
that's an honest rating, so I have to get behind
right?
that.
So, anyways, they ordered these cars because when they were looking at getting electric, it was going to cost like an ungodly amount, and there's supply chain issues. And when they added in the costs of putting in chargers everywhere, into every post office. It was insane. Like it would cost, I don't know, forget. I can look it up. I'll find it, but like hundreds of billions of dollars essentially.
Isn't that what we just gave to Ukraine? What does it matter?
That's a good point. So anyways, they're doing this. Now they're getting sued. The post office is getting sued.
By who? The other company?
By a bunch of states.
Because they're forcing them to buy these or what?
You know, states are suing them because states want all the post office cars to be electric. So states are saying, no, we're going to sue you. You have to stop your deal and instead get a bunch of electric vehicles.
So the mail department needs to counter that by having sex in the vehicles, catching STDs, suing Geico, and getting all the money they need.
And then buy a bunch of electric vehicles.
There you
exactly.
go.
Buy some
There you
Teslas.
go.
Nice. So anyways, that's my story. I forget why we even got on that. Oh, gas prices.
Well, because of gas prices. Yeah, gas prices. Yeah, this is completely ridiculous. As typical government. And here's the other thing. You know, you're saying my first problem with that is you're saying that these things are built to last.
Yeah.
Firstly, the government doesn't. They buy stuff left and right. They don't buy stuff to last. It's not like they're going to buy this as an investment for, you know, it's like all of a sudden, you know, somebody else's buddy that got, somebody else that got elected, his buddy or his in-law works for some car company and they're going to go buy a whole new fleet of vehicles in 5 years, right?
Right.
It's not like these things are going to be around for 50 years or maybe they will in some smaller
Are
communities.
they about stock in the company?
But here's the deal. I got one, and for the electric part of it, yes, besides the money, and who cares about the money? What money? It's just credits in a system. It's forever, right?
Yeah.
So, not taking the money aspect of it. What you can do is you do what they did with these rides, these rechargeable rides, like at Disneyland. What they do is that these rides have at certain points little charging underneath charging stations. It's almost like if you were to put your phone on these magnetic chargers.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is at every house at the mailbox, you put this little charger so that when the electric mail truck comes to it and it's stopping and putting the mail in while it's there for a few
Constantly
seconds.
charging?
It's charging. Then the next one, it's charging. And the next one, it's charging.
That's cool.
Yeah, rip up every neighborhood. It's only going to cost, what, $50 quadrillion?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's not bad. And also, like, the cool thing about that is we have so much, like, the rare earth minerals that you have to use. Like, we'll just rip up the entire earth to be able to do this.
Good
As we
segue.
should.
Speaking
It's
of rare
there
earth
for us.
minerals.
Right. Speaking of rare earth minerals, so part of this story goes like this. Gas prices are insane.
Yeah.
All those different things.
But you know what? The solutions our politicians tell us is just go buy an electric vehicle.
100%.
We
In fact,
can all afford them. You go buy them.
Here's an article. Here's part of the same article. President Biden has signed an executive order that directs the federal government to purchase only zero-emission light-duty vehicles by 2027.
That's great. Let's make them hydrogen so they actually work.
Oh my gosh.
Hydrogen would be fantastic.
That would be freaking
Because
amazing.
you don't even have to do much of a conversion to the car to get it to
Have
run
you
off
seen
hydrogen.
the Toyota hydrogen motor that they're showing off right now?
No, I'm sure it's awesome.
Freaking awesome.
I would buy a hydrogen car in a
Buy it
second.
in a
I won't
second,
buy
man.
electric because
I
I don't
love
want to
it.
take 4 hours to get to Disneyland. No,
Right.
it takes 4 hours to get to Disneyland.
8.
8 hours, thank you, to get to Disneyland, where I could just get another fuel cell, stick it
Right.
in my car full of hydrogen, and be on the way. Frickin' Hindenburg, baby.
So here we go, right? we got gas prices are high. The post office is getting sued because they need
You don't
to
mess
buy
around with the post office.
electric
man.
vehicles. Here's a story for you. This is from Fortune.
I love stories.
You may be stuck paying high gas prices for years
Yes.
as a global metals shortage sabotages the electric car revolution.
What?
What do you know?
Didn't we talk about this like years ago? They're all catching up to us.
I think we talk about it like every show for the
Just
last.
about.
Green energy transition relies on mining to produce enough lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which is all those three things go into solar panels, wind turbines, and batteries, right?
Yep.
And your
okay.
phone.
And your phone, all of these things. The problem is they're called rare earth minerals.
Why is that, Max?
Because you know what? They're rare.
It's in the name.
No.
What do you know? The problem is that these minerals are, quote, already in short supply.
What?
Interesting.
Like unicorns are rare and they're in short supply.
In a recent note to investors, Bank of America warned of a shortage of many critical elements, including rare earth metals that are hard to produce, and the demand is starting to soar. So here's the problem.
And not including, like we've talked about many times, the destruction of communities.
The destruction of communities. And how do you get
and
those
the
rare
earth.
earth minerals?
You stick little children in
You
mines.
stick little children's in mines,
They
and
have
you
little
use
hands
a
and they're
ton
small.
of coal
Or you dredge the
ocean, and you kill the ocean.
Kill the ocean.
Screw the ocean. It's done nothing for me.
Yes. The booming interest in electric vehicles over the next decade will see demand for lithium, a crucial metal in EV battery manufacturing, increase 40 times, according to the International Energy Agency, a global energy watchdog.
One thing I like about Asia and like China is we could just send all the dead batteries there when they're no longer good, and they'll deal with them.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Burn them in
that
the
was the point I was going to bring up. I wasn't sure if this was the story that said it, but then there's also a story that alluded to the fact that they can't recycle these materials.
Oh no,
you cannot recycle, and if you do, it's going to cause even more harm because of the acids and stuff.
And I keep thinking about a story
to break
Max
down just to get the minerals.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk.
No, go.
Forgive me. No, I was thinking about a story. Constantly thinking about this. The story Max brought up about the little nuclear batteries that last for like 10,000 years.
Oh, yeah.
Because, in science fiction shows, they always go back to some dilapidated civilization and the batteries magically work because they use those nuclear batteries.
So, what's fun? So, people are all concerned about, China, right? Like, China, they're not good. They do terrible things with the environment.
And terrible things with their people.
They have terrible things to their people. This is true. They really do. But do you know where we get all of our rare earth minerals?
Mongolia?
80+% comes from China. Europe gets 98% of their supply from China. And here you go. Last year, China tightened regulations on rare earth mineral exports to the U.S. and implemented laws that gives Beijing more control over the global supply chain.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. Gas prices are soaring.
Yeah.
Rare earth metals are rare. Shocker.
And we're relying on other countries. Costs
are skyrocketing. To get these minerals, we're ripping up the earth and killing children. Yet, simultaneously, our own government is suing the post office for buying fossil fuel cars, which we could run at almost zero emissions, right? Because keep in mind, fossil fuels, clean air. You guys remember clean air vehicles like natural gas? That's low emissions.
There's a lot, and that's the thing too. There was a push for years for natural gas buses. They had the city buses were running on
signs
those.
on them, clean air vehicles.
Yeah, a lot of county and city vehicles and state vehicles were natural gas. Now, yes, you are limited in your range. They do have a limitation, but as far as driving locally, they're great. I mean, they work wonderful.
But a long time ago, when cars first came out, they had electric cars. They had steam-powered cars. They had electric cars, and they had gas-powered cars. They got rid of steam just because it was, too hard. You had to go out and stoke up your engine ahead of time.
Yeah.
Electricity, they had the batteries and stuff, but it was just not economical. It's just you couldn't go very far. It was ridiculous. So they went with fossil
technology
fuels.
hadn't caught up yet.
Yeah, and even now the technology is catching up, but we're realizing we're destroying our planet trying to get these things for the batteries.
I think that's the key word is technology. Now I've read in the past stories that said that the reason that battery didn't do too well back in the days was because the gas industry wanted to make sure it didn't. So it bought up all the technology and wanted to shelve it.
Or did they see the future and the problem with batteries?
Well, maybe. Could be.
They were saving us.
Well, no, the truth was at the time it didn't work because our technology, it's like right now, the technology just isn't there yet. Yeah. At some point we had amazing... Like here's the thing, I'm not against renewable energy if it actually worked. But the truth is
there are renewable energy.
Well, like you said, those nuclear
there are that work.
Hydroelectric.
Oh, that doesn't count as renewable energy, Marty. How dare you?
That nuclear energy,
energy,
nuclear batteries. You had showed us that story.
Yeah, and just nuclear power.
Nuclear in general,
right?
The point being is, I don't know. I don't trust anything these guys.
I don't trust anything.
Yeah. So basically, what the ultimate point of the story is, what we're screwed.
Yeah,
gas prices are going to be. You can't afford to have gas. You can't afford to have electric.
Yeah.
I mean,
so the point of this was, look. I was just kind of trying to be depressing, essentially. But I'm gonna.
Well, listen, people aren't talking about this. This should be on mainstream. I mean, it's commonsensical when you look at it. Excuse me, it's commonsensical that electric cars get their power from somewhere else. It's not magic.
Nobody understands this, though.
It's just they think the power in the wall is magical.
Yeah, you plug it in, and that power comes from just,
How many times do I hear these politicians, dumb politicians, I'll say it, stand and say, well, I felt good because I plugged in my car and I drove by every gas station, and didn't affect me. Well, guess what? Where did you get that power from? It came from either like a coal, biomass plant. They're shutting down, at least here in California, they're shutting down our hydro, right? They're pulling down the dams. So you're going to get it from gas or biomass?
Here, I got a little cool thing for you.
It's going to be choked up.
Let me see here.
Or you have
Check
to buy
this
it
out.
from freaking Arizona or Nevada.
Or Putin.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Putin.
It's Putin. Blame it all on
Putin
Putin. Hey, the
price
summer
hike.
solstice is coming up.
Putin price hike.
June 21st. Go out and celebrate the sunrise on June 21st.
Is
Summer
that
solstice?
Oh, what is?
That's when summer begins.
You were talking about Juneteenth. What is Juneteenth?
Juneteenth is like when after the Emancipation Proclamation, where Trump's freed the slave. I mean, not Trump. Lincoln freed the slaves. It took until like Juneteenth before all the formerly,
Where they found out?
slaves were
For
found
the
out.
word
Yeah.
got around, right?
So it's like when the last of the slaves found, oh my gosh, I'm free. And the South said, man, I don't care. We're still doing the Civil War.
But yeah, it just took a while back in those days for
Yeah, it
the
did,
word to
'cause
get
word
around.
didn't get
They
around.
didn't.
So
Nobody.
that's what they're celebrating.
They didn't have their cell phones. They could whip out and say, "Oh, look, I got a tweet that."
Yeah.
All
All right, look
Right.
at social
This
media.
happened and
We're
that
free.
happened. Yeah.
So here's a fun one, guys. I'm just really quickly. This is fantastic.
So I mean, what did they do? I'm sorry before you get going, Max. So what did they do? What is Juneteenth like? What did they do? Is it just
Apparently, we don't get mail and the banks are closed.
it's just recognized? That's
Yeah,
it. There's
just
no
recognize
okay.
that
yeah.
they were free.
Well, it's a national holiday now. I actually
is,
get work
yeah.
off on Monday, which is pretty cool.
Do you really?
Me too.
It's crazy.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll celebrate your emancipation soon.
Well,
When you get to
let's
have
hope
that day
someday.
off.
Yeah. So here's a fun one, guys. Just a little. I'll put this in the show notes. This is true. Here we go.
Uh oh.
Let me get the actual date here. So let me see.
True
here.
facts.
With Max DeBoss.
With Johnny Knobs.
Here we go. 19. So I can find it.
It's taken a long
Sorry.
time.
Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, we started the push.
Push.
We started. Let me. Because this Forbes is blocking me. Stupid
Stupid
Forbes.
Forbes.
Paywall.
See, it's another part of the problem in the United States is
paywalls.
Forbes. Paywalls, all that thing. They want you to pay
Right.
for every little thing. I don't want to pay for anything.
Yeah.
So here we go, guys. Since
it should be free.
Yeah,
There we
everything.
go. Since 1997, the Kyoto Protocol.
Yeah.
Well, everybody signed the Kyoto Protocol.
I didn't.
This was the protocol to curb emissions and global carbon dioxide,
Yep.
and to reduce.
And Trump pulled out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's a good one. So that was the goal was to reduce fossil fuel. So 1997 till now, how many years is that? Somebody do the math.
300.
1997.
83.
1997 till now.
Two-
Math.
What is it? 2019. How many
I'd say
years is
20
that? 25 years?
20 some years, yeah.
So 25 years,
It's a long
Okay.
time.
right? In the last 25 years, so 1997,
It was 25 years ago. Oh, I'm so old.
the America had 80% of our energy
Okay.
came from fossil fuels. 80%.
Okay.
So in the 25 years since then, how much time and energy and costs have we put into
Green energy?
green energy,
Trillions easily.
right?
I would say, yeah.
How much energy now do we get from fossil fuels? 1997 was 80%. How much do you think we use now?
70.
80%.
Oh, nice.
I was just going to say
Uh-huh.
80% too.
Yep.
I was being
In fact,
optimistic.
actually, no. In fact, I lied.
It's 83.
It went up. 84%.
Oh, hey!
And that's from that's world energy. 80% in the U.S.
Okay,
80%
still
in the US.
80%.
80%.
So we made
25
a lot of
years.
people rich by
A
trying
lot
to do
of
that.
people got rich.
like Al Gore.
A lot of people are getting rich. What do you think they're doing now? This isn't.
I love because here's the thing. Nobody people still think we're making like a big change here. Bullshit. Sorry.
I always
Fossil fuel.
I
You
always
start
go
making
back-
notes.
I always go back to what I say is that, if the technology was there, if it actually worked very well, and I think if it was something, people don't want to destroy general population. We don't want to destroy the earth.
Right.
It's not like we're like, oh, give me the gas. Oh, I love it. I love it. But, the bottom line is that it's not ready to completely fulfill all our needs.
But here it is, though, Marty.
Yes.
The Toyota Mirai,
Oh,
It's pretty.
the
It's a pretty good car.
hydrogen-powered car. You can get the XLE for $49,000,
$49.
man.
That's a drop in the bucket.
It's
$49,000.
hydrogen-powered.
Pocket change.
Now, I don't know if it's
You know
coming
what?
out.
Where am
I
I
just-
going to fuel that thing up at, though? That's,
I
I
just
don't know if
spent-
you need to. I think, right, don't you just put water in that thing?
Yeah, can you just
that'd
put
be
water?
cool.
The water
Let's
hose?
look at it.
to
You know what?
separate the oxygen from the hydrogen and water, you need a lot of electricity. And that was one of the problems that they always say.
Let's see here. Let's see how this works.
I'm gonna charge my phone, and I saw a picture of a phone being charged.
Yeah, it's got a phone charger in it.
It's a nice looking car. I would drive that car. The one we're looking at is a pretty blue, but it also comes in red and other colors.
Let's see. It's the Mirai fuel cell.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hydrogen from the fuel tank and air entering the intake grill meet in the fuel cell stack. There, I don't know how you actually can read this.
You need to fuel.
They talk about it, but they don't tell you where the frickin' more reasons to go hydrogen. 0 emissions, 402-mile EPA estimate.
Okay.
After 5 minutes of refueling.
Okay. But I got to refuel. Where am I going to
You get complimentary fuel for 6 years.
From where, though?
Just don't worry about it.
I've never seen a hydrogen fuel.
Well, you'll have to move within 400 miles.
Here we go.
Of a
Here we go.
Filling station.
How does it create electricity? Here we go. Let's read. Let's see. It doesn't.
Same way our cars.
At the core of the Mirai, hydrogen from the fuel tank and air entering the intake grill meet in the fuel cell stack. Right. There, a chemical reaction involving the oxygen of the air and hydrogen creates electricity, powering the Mirai. In the end, your only byproduct is water. Here we go. So how do you fill?
It's not a combustion engine, kind of like
Correct.
the way that they were doing hydrogen before. Instead, it creates electricity without the use of a battery, correct?
Correct.
So it doesn't store it, it just creates it. That's perfect.
So here's the cool thing, man. How do you refuel? It's just a pump and a nozzle. So there you go.
But where do you go?
It's fine, dude. It's just saying. That's all there is.
No, there's
fueling with Mirai, hydrogen basics. Several communication,
it's
nozzle
just like
free.
the way we fuel our cars now.
It's almost like a natural gas, right? It's pressurized. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
So
exactly.
it's going to take a special fueling.
There's going to
component.
there's going to have to be there's going to have to be hydrogen stations to fill up that.
Because listen, I've filled up natural gas vehicles before, and it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Right.
I mean, it's not that much more than a gas station, but it
would
is.
just become easier. The problem is finding the hydrogen stations where I can go there. I'm going to fuel up my hydrogen car there instead of realizing you're 400 and something place away from the fueling station and your car's
but
dead.
they give you 6 years of free fuel.
Are they going to come out with a truck and bring
and
it?
then
no, but I got a question.
Then guess what? In the 7th year, that's when they'll start putting in the filling stations.
But see, the scary thing is, and why they don't like this is, in theory, at home you could build your own hydrogen plant.
Right.
Just by, getting the electrolysis stuff, the electricity, separating the hydrogen from the water, and you could just fuel it up at home.
Yeah, but they could have regulation.
Check it out.
That.
Look, here's a map of where you can
jail.
fill up your hydrogen cars.
It's all over the Bay Area.
Yeah, look at here. Is this? Is this?
It's northern and southern California.
Where's this at?
Is that
Truckee?
Truckee.
Yeah, okay, I go there all the time and don't.
Citrus Heights.
Oh yeah, I love Citrus Heights. Never been there.
Let's see. Oh, check it out. We got one in Kalinga.
Perfect.
You just go fill up in Kalinga and drive back.
That's not bad.
Kalinga's not that.
That's the closest. 41 miles
to Kalinga.
Yeah, so you just a nice. You start 41 miles.
So you still have essentially 380 miles left on the car once you round trip
back. Yeah, that's true.
Round trip.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I love Kalinga.
Yeah. How much beautiful city.
I lived there for a while because I ran a funeral home there for less than a year.
Really?
I quit after that. I said, if you're going to put me out here, I'm done. Because all there is to do is just drink and drive around, and that's why they have so many funerals is because of drunk drivers.
Well, think about it, though, but you can be driving 400 miles in your hydrogen car. And
drinking. I guess you can't drink in a hydrogen
Here's the bottom line, though.
So
I don't care how good the technology is for anything. It all comes down to the cost. Right, to fill it up.
That's
the trick.
Cost and convenience.
It's the cost. And people talk about electricity. Let's just say if we all converted from gas to electric right now, vehicles, the cost of electricity would skyrocket.
It already is.
It is for your home. You're very right. I mean, it is for the home. But I mean, as far as to fill up your car and stuff, yeah. I mean, to charge that thing, it would probably you probably have to have taxes on that. It would be no different right now than trying to fill up with gas.
Right.
But I love the idea that you
completely
bypass the battery. Speaking of resources and gas, you ever notice how many homes and apartments are building in Fresno right now?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. And I was thinking about this the other day.
And we have no water.
How long until we outstrip our water source, outstrip our electric grid, and also even like our waste storage, because all these toilets flushing, they keep saying we have a home shortage, we need to expand. Why don't we just say, hey, Fresno's at its limit, we can't support any more people, go live somewhere else.
It's like Vegas. We were in Vegas not that long ago. They literally have no water right now because there's too many people. They're
outstripping the supply.
Yeah.
Just like I guess California as well. I want to touch on two things this, if you guys don't mind.
Okay,
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
The
Should I
first
stand
one
up?
is, this ties into what we were just talking about, because I want everybody to understand that this is coming, and I want you guys not to become preppers, although maybe a little bit, but understand that this is real. Diesel prices are so high that whole trucking industries are shutting down.
Yeah, I've
So
heard
what
this.
people don't understand is right now there are currently like 90,000 open trucking positions that we needed that are gone. So I know for like our business, we literally can't get things delivered because there's not enough truckers.
Well, but you're saying there's not enough truckers, but it's not actually truck drivers that are
It's fuel.
needed.
Well, they're stopped.
It's because of the.
Yes, I
if
see what you're
getting
saying.
there, if you're getting there, yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
thank you. So it's not, they are all literally quitting. So people, because most truck drivers have their own rigs, right?
Yes.
So the problem here is that when you drive your truck and your rig, you're getting paid based on the load there and back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, here's a guy, Austin Smith, owner of Iron River Express, says it costs him $20,000 a week to keep his truck running.
Holy smokes.
So the issue here is that when you're getting paid, maybe, I'm just throwing out numbers here, right? Let's say you're getting paid $10,000 a load to get from Fresno to Chicago or something, right?
Wow.
That used to be great. However, now the gas costs you more than that. And the delivery
double.
and the delivery prices aren't going up that much, because the thing is, companies can't afford to pay double for the delivery.
Yeah.
So what's happening is entire trucking industries are just
It's collapsing.
shutting down.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at 90,000 right now. Here's a quote right here, if I can find this. And I'll share this once again. This is in the show notes. This is from, if I can find it. Jeez, guys, I'm sorry.
See, a local thing about this.
You talking about Business Insider?
They had a guy.
You talking about this particular
This article, yeah.
this
yeah.
article? It looks like it's from Business Insider.
Business Insider, yeah.
Yeah, they did a local story about a guy who bought a tow truck, and he was starting a tow truck company, and he can't afford to continue because he only gets like 8 miles a gallon for his tow truck, and the fuel prices are just killing him, and he's just realizing he cannot break even.
Well,
Right, you can't.
There was also a story too where I can't remember the exact story, but they were talking about how during the pandemic, a lot of people, well, they're out of a job for one, so they're looking for alternative income, and they started, truck driving because everything was being delivered right during the pandemic, and it was so that kind of boomed. And then now, because of gas prices, now all those people are gone. Plus, all the people that did it before are leaving.
Right.
They're saying it doubled. Like one guy was talking about, I don't know exactly where he was. It was $700 to fill up his truck, and now he says it's 14. So prices for him, I mean, every fill up has doubled.
Yeah,
so $1,400.
This says it costs him $1,700 to fill up his truck a day.
Yeah,
$1,700 to fill up his truck.
and I'll
every
bet you
day.
it was half that. It was half that before these prices went
And
up.
he says it's such a bad issue that when they wake up, thieves are siphoning their diesel as well out of their truck.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and here's the other problem with that. It's not just siphoning. We've heard those stories where they drill in the tank. So now all of a sudden the guy has the repair cost or the insurance. He's got to pay a deductible to get a new tank. They have
Right.
supply issues with getting tanks like everything else. So his truck's got to either sit and wait.
Right.
In the meantime, gas prices are still skyrocketing. The guy can't make money. Or girl. This is This is
Or them.
this is very scary.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Do you
Yeah.
remember in the 1970s when they had the fuel shortage and they came out with the locking gas caps because people
Yeah,
were siphoning gas out of
Yep.
people's
That's
other
when they
people's
came
cars?
out with them.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried people are going to start breaking open my gas cap just to
Or
steal
the
my
little
gas.
door, the little
Yeah, or
supposedly
drill a
security
hole in
door.
the gas tank, which is safe.
Well, that's why I always put my car in the garage.
We do too, but we have so much crap in my garage. We have one car, the nice one we put in the garage. The other one, piece of crap.
Well, maybe
we
take the
got.
crap out because people won't steal the crap, and you'll.
I know, huh? Yeah,
because
they
gas
don't-
is more
I don't
expensive.
want to deal with this junk.
Yeah. This says that the industry needs at least 80,000 truckers right now just to keep our current demand up. They said that this is one of the trucker unions, US Express. He says that you should be scared and be
Actual
very. You're going to start seeing really some empty shelves, because the truth is there's not going to be anybody delivering stuff. So
Wow.
my point
I hate
is
empty shelves.
we're going to have a big issue here.
So you were
empty
saying, as far
shelves.
as prepping, maybe buy a couple of extra cans of beans and some
Buy
rice.
things that you need, because I'll tell you what, I went to CVS yesterday to get my daughter had a bunch of her vaccines, so she had a fever.
Uh-oh.
And they literally didn't have anything in the child's medical section. They had no children's Advil, Tylenol, nothing. And I was like, what's going on? They said, we don't have a delivery. Haven't received a delivery. So I was like, oh, crap. So had to go elsewhere. And they had one thing of like off-brand Motrin children's stuff. And I'm like, we're not getting things delivered.
Right.
So if there's stuff that you really need, pick it up.
Okay,
don't be crazy. Like, don't hoard toilet paper.
Let's go down the rabbit hole for just a second.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Your quick opinion on what you think this is? Is this a planned slowdown of the economy to cool it off because they've spent so much money? Are they literally trying to cool this economy off before it completely crashes? Or do you think it's the George Soros, more sinister Davos group stuff?
I don't think our government's smart enough. I just think it's ruled by idiots who are just letting this thing happen because they don't know any better.
No, I think they do know better because remember, we have the quotes of them saying we want gas to be $10 a gallon.
Even Obama back when he
that was the goal. The goal is
president.
The goal is because here's the thing. The goal is very simple. And they'll openly say it. They want a socialist style country, right? Mm-hmm. So when everybody depends on things, well, now it equals everything out, and the government will handle it. That's the goal. But the thing is, I think there's some sinister people. I think they really do somehow believe that they will somehow be better than every other socialist place that has collapsed.
Sure.
Because the idea in socialism is when the people own things. Like the people own the power plant, the people own the distribution center. But in reality, it's the government who owns it, and the government is run by people who are greedy. That's why socialism doesn't work, because the greedy government starts lining their pockets, and the
government gives it to the oligarchs. We've heard that word thrown around.
That's a
Russian oligarch.
Yeah.
Who then control it and run it in cahoots with the government. So there's a small handful of people that actually have the power to do anything, and everybody else is just screwed.
And everyone bitches about capitalism, but I'm sorry, capitalism is what made America great, okay?
Yeah.
America is where it is because of capitalism. People saw opportunities and took it because they could profit from it, and everybody profited from that.
When you have a government that won't let you grow food in your own yard and tells you that it's illegal, then you can see that, there's something else going on.
Did you get in trouble again? Marijuana is not a food.
Well, here it is, gentlemen. You just tied in the next story. Thank you very much.
Without even knowing.
Here we go. Southern California Water District is installing flow restrictors in homes of customers who use too much water.
Aww.
Yeah.
Calabasas, as the water crisis continues, California Water District has a new tool to crack down on customers using too much water, and they believe it's already working. Listen to this. What happens is, this is a device about the size of a $50 with a hole in it. Without the flow restrictor, water flows normally. Once it is installed, a considerable amount of water is reduced. According to the Water District, this tool should send the message to customers that use too much water that this is not tolerated. He says, let me see the actual quote here.
So I think these water restrictors were put on people's homes that were seemed to waste water, didn't follow the rules. They got in trouble.
And it's people who have, this is the thing, gardens. So here's the issue. Food's expensive. People then spend time
growing
their gardens. Yeah. And they go, look, they're willing to pay the extra charge for the water bill because it's still cheaper than shopping.
Sure.
But then this is what happens.
And healthier, by the way.
They said, quote, "These flow restrictors eliminate your ability to water anything outside. Once the device is installed, it's there for at least 2 weeks while the customer works on conserving water." This is from the Water District. You have to take what's called a Navy shower. A Navy shower is about 2 minutes because you have a limited supply of water. Even though you're in the middle of the ocean, but it has to be turned into fresh water, so there's only so much to go around because you have to keep making it.
Okay,
so I'm used to 2 minutes.
Here's a Navy shower.
We're talking to a Navy man here.
You get wet, turn off the water, soap up, turn on the water, get all the soap and stuff out of your hair, turn it off, you're done. It sucks. I like to sit there.
And it's cold water?
Huh?
Is it cold water too?
Well, yeah, you can't sit around and wait for the water to get warm. You got to just jump in when it starts.
Water.
It's ridiculous. I hated those.
This is where we're at, guys. We're at
Hollywood showers.
We are here.
For an hour.
We are in the world where the city is coming in and saying you cannot water your garden and you cannot take showers.
Like so they're purposely controlling this. So there's no alternatives. You have to depend on mommy and daddy
Right.
government.
Because see, have you ever installed a shower head before in your
Yes.
house?
Oh, yeah.
First thing you do is you rip out that damn water
Flow
regulator.
restrictor, yeah.
So that it comes out quicker.
Yeah.
But that's what people are going to do. They're just going to bypass this.
But
Or
they
steal
can't.
their
If they
neighbor's
do-
water.
If they're seen bypassing, what is the charge? What was it, $2,500 in
Spanking.
this story?
Oh,
So
geez.
if they're seen taking this restrictor off, it just says right there, it will cost you a $2,500 fine. That's
So
probably the first offense.
I'll run a hose
Oh,
from
yeah.
my neighbor's
And then the
house.
second one is probably, and then at some point they'll probably just shut the water off, and then you're probably going to be deemed a pariah, and your neighbors can't give you water.
So is it okay to water my useless grass in my front yard?
No.
No.
But here, guys, here's the truth, though.
I don't want to hear any more of these lies about reckless spending. We're changing people's lives.
Wow.
I don't want to hear anymore. We're changing people.
Shouldn't people be changing their own life?
I am telling you, though. Yes, that's a good point.
Exactly. They should be working hard, changing
Then
their own life. That's
I-
what bounded
You
America.
know what, Mr. President? I didn't want my life changed.
Here's the thing, though. Yeah,
I was happy.
He certainly
with the way
is
it was.
changing our
President?
lives.
I thought we were like at a rest home interviewing.
I thought we were at Uncle Buddy's getting
Uncle
yeah.
Buddies. Okay,
interviewing
so
that guy at the counter. I
Yeah.
hate that guy.
this is very important. We have a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to touch on a couple more things. So we'll be right back
a lot of touching in this.
after a message from our
Is it in your car?
sponsor.
And are you insured?
I have Geico. Leave me alone, Eric. Don't touch me there. Come on down to Uncle Buddy's Eatery, where we're celebrating birthdays. Our new birthday room is the perfect place where your friends can surprise you with store-bought birthday cake, discounted ice cream, cheap presents, and all the soda you could drink, just like when you were a kid. One of our professional actors could pretend to be Weird Uncle Jimmy. You remember him. He's the one who always drank too much and became a total jerk until your dad had to throw him out the house. Those were good times. Celebrate your birthday like you did when you were a kid at Uncle Buddy's Eatery. Don't forget, every Thursday night is half off Sloppy Joes and Tater Tots. It's like a warm hug for your tummy.
Ooh, thank you, Uncle Buddy's Eatery.
Uncle Buddy's. I'm going to go there. My daughter's going to have her birthday party there.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Great.
Are you going to pay for Weird Uncle Jimmy?
How much is he?
I don't know.
How much is he?
Does he
It's
sit
like
in your
a-
lap or do you sit in his lap?
Ooh, that's strange, Uncle John.
Oh, sorry. That's a different Uncle
That's
Joe.
a different place altogether. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we're not going to Uncle Buddy's.
Let's see here. We got one more story here that ties in.
Yeah, let's
Eric,
tie all this up.
Eric,
Yes,
I'm going to let you take this one away.
Oh
It's
man,
your
I don't-
story.
I read this and I forgot. It's
Okay.
what is the story about?
California lawmakers maul buying out farmers to save water.
Well, yeah, I think what the whole
Use our tax money to purchase water rights.
yeah they're gonna yeah. Well, of
wow.
course they
So
use our tax money for everything.
So the
right?
farmers can't
They
grow
don't have
food. That makes sense.
They don't have any of their own money. So I guess what's happening is with this water shortage and with them tearing down dams and everything else that they're doing in California and trying to save the salmon now, right? They're still doing that thing. Essentially, this story talks about how the state is going to buy back the water rights. Almost, they say buy back, but they say even if they have to do easements and everything else. So basically, they're going to force eminent domain. They're going to force farmers to sell them back the water rights, so California has complete control over the water. It was interesting. I don't know if you can find the exact quote in here, but someone said that well, the state owns all the water anyway. It's nobody else's.
Legally, all of the water in California is property of the government.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who said that? Do we have a quote on that? Who said that?
ABC News. Whoever the hell this is.
Oh, who wrote the story?
The Associated Press.
I thought it was somebody up at the Capitol.
Oh, no, you're right. But farmers have, quote, water rights. Oh, this is true.
Yeah, and see, if you take away the water rights from the land is useless and worthless, and no one will buy it.
That's what's happening already. Everybody's selling their farmland in California.
Well, they're already paying farmers not to grow.
Yep.
Right. So then now they're just going to take the water rights.
That's great
away.
because isn't the San Joaquin Valley the breadbasket of the world, where we produce a lot of the food?
I thought that was
or used
Ukraine.
to?
I can't.
Apparently,
listen
it
to
is now that everything. Yeah,
Listen to the bull. Now with
Here we go.
California having a record budget surplus of nearly $100 billion.
That's a lie.
Democrats in the state Senate propose using up to $1.5 billion to buy senior water rights. Oh, a budget excess
Where did they get $1
budget
billion?
surplus. Keep in mind what that means, though. Let's remember what that is.
You're
It's
paying
not
too much taxes.
It's not how much money we have. It's $100 billion budget. That doesn't mean that we have the money.
Yeah.
It's that they have budgeted that
That's what
much.
they think we're going to have.
No, not even that.
Oh, really?
It just means, like, imagine if you set your own budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
like your household budget.
But
Let's say you were making, to make this easy,
Okay.
you make $1,000 a month, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
But
That's about what I make.
Your household budget is $5,000.
Yep.
So you have a
course.
budget surplus.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how they're
You
doing
And
have
then
the
what
cash
you
to
do
back
is
it
you
up.
go, well, I'm going to spend.
I thought that worked different. How I thought that worked is that they, because of all the tax revenue they expect to come in and all that,
Oh,
that they
yeah.
say, okay, this is our budget. This
That's
is
what they
what
want
we're
you to
going
think.
to have
No.
to spend. That's the surplus part. No,
That's
not
how they're saying that they're going to have this much.
Okay.
They
I
have
understand
set
now.
a budget of this much. And then
Okay.
how are they going to make it up? Taxes.
Yeah.
It's like if you said, I make $1,000, I'm setting my budget for $5,000. I'll just put the $4,000 on a credit card.
And if you fall short, gas tax.
Yeah. That's how you do it. That's how they do a record. So it's,
Gavin will go talk to his Uncle Biden.
Uncle
I
Biden,
can't
what do I
deal
do?
with this, man. Oh.
So for many so basically farmers are basically going to, I mean, they're saying that, listen, for many farmers, their children simply are not interested in continuing to farming. And it's so funny because they just throw that line away like, well, they're just not interested anyway, so what does it matter? They're not interested because there's no more money in it. They have basically regulated these farmers, and I think there was even someone who made that comment in the story, a farmer, and said, listen, you guys have regulated us out of the state, and sure, I mean, our kids don't want to deal with that kind of crap.
Oh, and look at this. Look at this brilliant. John McManus, or I think that's John Mick. How do you pronounce this?
McManus.
I think it's John.
McManus.
Let me see that. I think it's John McManus.
McManus.
John McManus.
McManus.
John McManus.
I love that.
Executive Director of the Golden State Salmon Association, said that with any legislative proposal, the devil will be in the details. He said he'd want to see rules that make sure any additional water purchased by the state will remain in the rivers and not be removed by someone else with water rights.
And what does it do in the river? Flows to the sea.
And it flows
No,
to the
whoa,
ocean.
no,
No,
Marty.
flows to the ocean?
No, you
it
guys
says
read the
salmon.
article. It doesn't flow to the ocean. It flows to the delta and then the ocean.
Oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
also, isn't it possible to make drinkable water out of ocean water?
That's right, but they started shutting down a lot of those desalination
Oh,
plants.
yeah, that's right. Man.
God.
So I guess we're not getting those. We're not getting those water cars. After
It's like,
all.
I know, it's like, now the whole idea of a flying car is completely off the books. I'm sad.
Yeah. Back to the Future was a lie. Hey,
Totally.
real quick before we go,
Yeah.
you had an interesting buy this,
I
not
do.
that, right?
I do.
And what was that? 'Cause
Here
like
we
coming
go. Where's my song?
Max's.
Hi, everybody. This is Max DeBoss with a buy this, not that.
Yay!
Hello there.
Hi,
We're so
Max.
glad you're here. We have so many awesome things to share with you. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I'm going to pull them out right here. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years,
Yes.
I have always worn, because I've been a Ray-Ban guy my whole life. Been wearing my Ray-Bans, right?
Yep. Okay.
But here's the thing, with my daughter,
She's scared.
I
of
thought to myself, you know what? I have really bad eyes. My whole family does. She might need glasses someday.
Okay.
Right.
So I started thinking to myself, because I always see kids with glasses, and typically they're always like wire frames and just kind of like dorky. And I thought, how come nobody makes really cool, like, and I mean, like, kids' glasses are like just bad. A lot of times they
Yeah.
don't make like cool looking frames.
Wait,
There's
so you started making kids glasses out of DeBoss
Right.
chocolate?
See, like
That's
Marty,
awesome.
like Marty has wire frames. See how cool they
Yeah.
are. They have like the half glass.
So he's saying your frames
to
aren't
his
cool.
Face.
His frames aren't cool.
I wish
No,
they
his
were made
frames
out
are
of
cool.
chocolate. That'd be
No, his
better. I
frames
could
are
eat
cool.
'em.
But kid glasses are usually just like round.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goofy looking.
Just like goofy looking.
Yeah.
So I thought, man, if my daughter needs glasses, I wish somebody made cool glasses. So I started searching the internet. Does anybody make cool kids glasses?
You have a lot of spare time on your hands.
I found this company called Robambeau Eyewear.
Oh, I love the name.
And
Yeah.
what they do is they make glasses for kids.
Why do I feel like
right?
I'm on Shark
Wow.
Tank?
And the thing is, they're so cool. So they
Oh,
look
they
like
regular glasses.
they look like regular glasses, right? They have them for baby, toddlers, juniors. They have them in round and in like the Ray-Ban Wayfarer style.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
here's the cool thing, though.
You dress up like an astronaut.
These glasses are unbreakable.
We're looking at the website.
And I'm like, wait,
audience.
unbreakable? What do you mean? They
Oh
can
my
literally
gosh.
bend everything. So Ray-Bans are made in Italy.
Right.
Rochambeaus are made in Italy and assembled in the United States. They're BPA-free, latex-free. They have no small parts. So if they do break at all, there's no kids going to there's no little
Not gonna
screws.
swallow anything.
Nothing like that. And here's the thing. If you buy them and they break ever, they just send you new frames. And in the first year, if you have any scratches on your lenses, send you new lenses. No problem.
Cool.
See, this is cool because you're right. I've seen little kids' glasses where they look stupid because they expect the kids to roll over and do weird things with them. So they're like just weird ass glasses. But these look like regular glasses.
Regular glasses.
Kid looks cool with them on.
And they have sunglasses, prescription, screen time, the whole deal. But the cool thing is too, let's say and they have so many cool colors for kids. Like they even have glow in the dark glasses. Just really, really cool.
That is awesome.
Night vision.
So, but I'm looking at the site and then I go, oh, man, I wish they had these for adults. Then I said, oh my gosh, they do.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I went on, I ordered a free home try-on. It wasn't free. It was like $4 home try-on kit.
Okay.
And I tried them on. I ordered myself a pair. And when you order Ray-Bans, your frames are like $300. Right?
Oh,
Ray-Bans
yeah,
are expensive.
Yeah.
These frames, $89 with your lenses.
With lenses?
So once I added in like the extra thin and the everything else, $149.
Really?
Flat.
Did they do progressives?
They have progressives. These are transitions. They do bifocals. And then once you buy them, you can get different frames for only $15 a piece.
Oh, are you kidding?
And your lenses just pop out and pop back in.
Oh, that's wicked.
And here, check out these glasses. Fold them.
Oh man, like we're bending them right now. Oh my god.
And they're super comfortable. Feel how light these are. These are.
Those are cool.
They're super light.
Yeah.
Oh, they fold
I
like
love them.
regular
I love
glasses.
them.
Incredibly comfortable. And here's the thing. If you just need sunglasses,
That is awesome.
they make sunglasses. You can get a pair of sunglasses. No problem.
I'm going to lick your lenses.
So cool.
These are amazing.
Really, really neat.
So you just get your prescription from your
Send
eye
in your
doctor?
prescription. Yep. And then, and then you can order as many different colors as you want. So anytime I can just pop out the lenses.
Okay, Max, because I've been looking for new glasses.
Yep.
What's this website?
So you're going to go to Rochambeau.com.
How do you spell that?
ROSHAMBO.com. Links in the show notes. And I'll tell you what, Marty, I have you can get 15% off 10% off prescription right now.
Yeah.
So you can go in.
On the website, there's a code here.
Yeah, you do it. There's free shipping.
How long did it take to come in?
About a week.
Okay.
That's quick.
Yeah.
All the way from,
So what you would do is you can order the home tray. They have two sizes. They have round or Wayfarer, small and large. Those are like the round ones, or those are the Wayfarers. You
order two sizes to make sure you get the right size, or what? What were we going to say?
Yeah, so they send you some, and then you can go from there.
And send the other ones back you don't use, or what? How does that work?
Yeah, you just send them back. Well, you try them on, and then you send them back afterwards.
Okay.
So I could buy one pair, and then for $15, I get a whole other frame. That I could just pop my lenses in.
Oh yeah, and so when I got mine, I did transitions. Oh, you need what? You need the half and half.
No, I have the transition. I don't like the half bifocal thing. I have transition.
Oh, so let's see.
Or not transition, but progressive.
Let's see. I don't know. You might need to ask. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I did transition, and when that comes with, these come with blue light filters, 1 year scratch replacement warranty, transition lenses, all the stuff, and it was $149.
Wow.
Scratch replacement is huge when you're a kid.
Huge. And even as an adult, I'm like, I can just send these in and get free.
Yeah.
Like, super cool. So anyways, Rochambeau.com. Check them out. I'm so excited because here's the thing, they really are unbreakable.
And if you break them, you just send them back and say, "Hey, I broke these."
Yeah, they just send you a new pair.
Damn.
That is awesome.
Freaking awesome. And when I was
Put them
a
on
kid,
your dashboard for a while, see if they melt in the summer.
That's
sun.
the thing. If you need to adjust them at all, if they don't fit right, you put them in boiling water. And you can adjust them to fit your face however you need.
So I don't have to go see those idiots and wait in line at the optometrist glass place.
And as a glasses guy, here's something. I'm going to do one more thing. This I thought was pretty cool. So, I like going, you go to, roller coasters, so you go around town, or you do different things,
I don't drive that way where it feels like a roller coaster when I'm going around town.
You know how,
Well, my daughter's learning to drive, so it feels like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know how, glasses fall off a lot? And people wear the little neck bands?
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. They give you a pair of these that go on your glasses.
Yeah.
He's slipping something on the back here.
You slip them on around the ear.
Oh, yeah, on the back there.
Just
on the back of the
right there.
earpiece.
And it's amazing. You put it around you just put that on, and this stops it from coming off your face.
Oh, that's cool.
So as opposed to having a neck band,
yeah,
you just have this on.
Like stapling it to your head.
And look, it doesn't come off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Because every time I bend down, my glasses are falling off, right? Every time I bend to look down, I got to like hold them or...
Super cool. So anyways, Rochambeau.com. Check it out. Also, remember to go to our sponsor's website. That is UncleBuddiesEatery.com.
Yeah, they're moving up.
Yeah, they do. Just got it. So UncleBuddiesEatery.com. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you for letting me go, Uncle Buddies.
We really appreciate all of your help.
We only had to sell our souls away to Uncle Buddies to get you out. That's okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Remember that 5 stars is the correct number of stars.
It is.
Tell your friends, subscribe.
And tell your frenemies.
We're on Audible. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We're on Pocket
Apple
Cast.
Podcast.
We're on Google Cast.
We're on caffeine.
We're on Caffeine.
We're on Caffeine and
We're on
Uncle Buddies.
We're on YouTube. Check out our site, nofocusradio.com. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. We're
Peace out.